so easy.
I'll take my chances.
They don't look too good right now, Bob.
Inspector Briggs proceeded to Center City, where he was met by Richard Atkins, special agent in charge of the FBI field office there. In a police lineup in Center City, a suspect named Robert Danker, picked up by the FBI, was identified by several bank clerks as the killer of Frank Malloy, and by David Jennings as the murderer of his wife.
What time did you leave the Meadowbrook?
Me, I was never in that dip joint.
You're certain of that?
Sure,
Maybe you
could
could
show the kid a couple of things. Could be.
That's your driver's license, isn't it?
I'll give you $5 for every
That
round
was found
you go.
in the Meadowbrook right after Helen
Make it
Jennings
10.
was murdered.
You've got a deal. Okay.
You were there, weren't you?
Get
No.
the,
Your license was?
gear.
That's the guy who's fighting tonight. He's afraid.
Who's framing you?
Still not even my line. I'll take care of him myself.
Come on, Bob. We're just trying to help you.
Yeah, trying to help you, trying to pin a double
Who's the
murder
big money
rap on
man? Gonna pay me off.
All right, then.
Alec himself.
Your license was stolen.
Come
Somebody
again?
framed you. But why shield him?
Styles, he only owns this
Your
joint.
best
that's
chance
all.
to clear yourself is to
You
prove
better
that
give
you
him
were
his
framed.
bucks.
I'll prove it my own way.
I wouldn't worry
When I get
about
out,
That may not be so easy.
I'll take my
You any
chances.
good? Good enough.
They don't look too good right now,
Where'd you have a
Bob.
fight? I've been hit by the best.
You came into this town a month ago. A vagrant.
Think you could maybe
With a police record.
last around?
Admit being here the day
Take a
the
little
bank
bet
was
on it.
robbed.
But I didn't heist no bank.
You claim you were never in the Meadowbrook, and yet your license was found there.
I told you. Oh,
Yeah,
you
you.
already got me strapped in the chair, so what's there to talk about?
Here,
Well,
spread this.
let's talk about the
Take
license.
20 to 1.
You didn't drop it? Who
Don't
did?
knock him
I
out.
told you I was in Chicago that night.
Have you
20
any
to
proof
1,
of
he
that?
lasts around.
I cut off my arm and buried it there for an alibi. All you gotta do is go dig it up.
Talk like that isn't going to help you, Danker.
Wasn't there anybody who saw you?
It's a city. Nobody sees you in the city, do they, mister?
You better
Well,
not
you
take it
room
down.
clerk, landlady.
I didn't have no room. I was busted all the time.
Where'd you sleep that night?
In a new building going up, one near the freight yard.
Where'd you get this, Bob?
That ain't blood. That's red paint off a girder. Yeah, red paint. In the cellar of that building where I holed up.
Kid Javino. What's your name?
Call
All
me
right, Bob.
Kid Dynamite.
It's paint, I tell you.
Kid Dynamite. Kid Dynamite.
We'll send you some other clothes in the meantime. Get those off. Have his clothes in the shoe sent in right away.
They'll book him on suspicion of robbery.
At the FBI laboratory in Washington, a microscopic examination and chemical analysis was made of the smudge on Danker's coat. Exposed to the spectrograph, the smudge was broken down into its component parts and photographed. The densitometer concluded the examination, and the results were immediately forwarded to Inspector Briggs.
Cutie, huh?
The chief in?
Yes, sir. He's expecting you. Inspector Briggs is on his way in, sir. Lieutenant Stoller, Inspector Briggs is here.
Hello, Inspector.
What's the score?
Well, Danker's innocent.
No. Our laboratory definitely places him in Chicago at the time the Jennings girl was murdered at the Meadowbrook. See, that girder was painted at 5:30 on the afternoon of the murder. It was quick drying stuff, only 6 to 8 hours. Paint penetrated his coat just enough to show that it was almost dry at the time that Danker rubbed against it. And what do you know? Which puts him in Chicago between 1 and 2 a.m. around the time the Jennings girl was killed. His presence in Chicago conclusively established by further laboratory examination.
Looks like the kid was frightened, okay.
Seems to be very little doubt about it.
Now, we can get him to talk about that chauffeur's license.
Wish I could be in your session with Danker, but I've got to run alone.
Okay, I'll send it out. Have Robert Danker send in. Yes, sir. Looks like he's been released, sir.
Release?
Before I came on duty. Oh, here it is. Bail furnished by the personal bonding company. Just across the street.
Now you got him.
Oh, David. Come on, Lieutenant. What can I do for you?
This is Inspector Briggs of the FBI.
Sir, sit down. You arranged bail for one Robert Danker.
That's right.
You mind telling us who put up the money?
No, not at all. Let's see. Danker, here we are. Robert Danker. suspicion of robbery, bond $5,000, cash by John Smith.
Nice work, Trevino.
Mr. Smith.
You're a great fighter, boy.
You, know this Mr. Smith?
I've met him before in all my life. Wouldn't know if I saw him again.
Any address?
Yeah, but I think you'll find it's a phony like the name they all do. Hotel Park. Never heard of it.
Thanks, anyway.
Anytime.
Thanks, pal. I'll bring you
Danko was framed. We investigate and prove his alibi. But before anybody knows that except us, he's bailed out. That can only mean one thing. Somebody wants to see him as badly as we do.
Not bad. Thanks. Ever think of doing it for more than less?
Easier ways to pick up a quick buck.
That night at 20 minutes past 11, a body with numerous knife wounds was found on the main highway leading to Center City. It was identified as Robert Danker.
Yeah, boss.
Come here.
I don't want anything more.
Take care.
Hello, Inspector. Hello, Hank. Nice to see you again. You get my man? I have a good man for you to look over. Just the qualifications you need. Defending against a knife-attack, gentlemen, is a very dangerous proposition. Should be avoided.
That's Cordell with the instructor. Been in the field 2 years, inspector in service training.
Closing in on a hijacker when he suddenly... Sorry, Mr. Haynes. Cordell, this is a test of your reactions. Here are photographs of 4 armed killers. Study them carefully. Look upon them as living people, armed and dangerous. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Woody. Are there any questions?
I think I got a lead.
No, sir. Go to the starting point and hold without further command.
After jamming. Somebody went through my wallet. Stole my Social Security card.
Start walking. Come on, let's have That's good. Always take cover when you're outnumbered. Real command?
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
What for? Suspicion of robbery.
What are you kidding? I ain't robbed nothing.
Next time you break into a jewelry store, don't leave your Social Security card.
Well, why didn't you shoot?
Because he wants to surrender.
Cordell's Social
We wouldn't shoot a
Security
man in
card
cold blood.
planted in a robbed jewelry store, coupled with his arrest, was the first indication that the Bureau's plan was meeting with success. For if the plan were working, as apparently it was, then Cordell indeed was walking in Danker's shoes.
Reholster and start walking.
Relax. Relax. Okay.
Why didn't you shoot?
He's using an innocent person as a shield.
On January
Reholster.
4th, a routine request,
Resume
one of
walking.
approximately
Cordell's flag
26,000
is a good
received
choice.
daily by the
Send them over to my
FBI,
office first thing in
came
the
into
morning.
the
Certainly,
identification
Mr.
division from the police department of Center City.
Now then,
A bank robbery and both the murders.
It asked for the complete record of George Manley.
hello, Si. Mr. Briggs. I don't think you know Gene Cordell.
No, I don't believe I do.
A search of the name index failed to reveal any record on George
brought him
Manley.
into the bureau. Thought he was shooting at the right time.
His
Kept
classification
him
was
from
then
being a
obtained
wealthy lawyer.
and checked
I was
through
just telling
107
Gene, I already
million
know the
fingerprints
case.
on file.
The same
Those
gang
cards
that pulled
having
the
the same
bank
general
robbery
classification,
also pulled the
the
Meadowbrook
sorting
job.
machine rejected
That's when
all
they
but one
framed Danker.
possibility.
Now, we know that Danker's
This
hangout
was
was
then
right here
traced
in
to the
this
criminal
section.
fingerprint
Skid Row.
files,
Here we
which
go.
identified George Manley as being
Here's Dock
Eugene
Street.
Cordell,
Here's where he
a
lived,
special
the
agent
Royal.
of the Federal Bureau of
These
Investigation.
are the various pool rooms and dives that he was known to hang out in. There's
It
a
was
Dock
brought to the
Street gym.
immediate attention of the assistant director in
We
charge
know
of the identification
gangsterism is
division.
returning.
He and
Since the
Inspector
war, at
Briggs
least
had
a half a
anticipated
dozen
this
gangs
request
have
for the
sprung up in
criminal
that
record of
area
George
alone.
Manley as a result of Agent
The
Cordell's
juvenile
arrest.
delinquents of yesterday.
To prevent Cordell's exposure,
All of them more
a
clever,
false record had been
more
prepared.
ruthless than the old-time
This
ones.
was now forwarded through routine
As I
channels
say,
to the
we're
police
convinced
department
that
of
one
Center
of
City.
those new gangs is responsible for the murders of
The
Malloy,
following day in
the
Center
Jennings
City,
girl,
a bail
and
bond
Danker.
was put up for the release of George
Solve
Manley
any one of
by
those three
Mr.
murders.
John Smith.
We'll have the gang we're after.
Once more, the pattern
Gene,
was
you're
repeating
going to follow in
itself.
Danker's steps.
What had happened to Danker was happening
Si,
to
as
Agent
I
Cordell.
explained, you're to
step
surveil
by
him every
step.
minute. Gene's only communication, unless otherwise directed, is going to be through you.
I understand.
Si will be living right across the street at the Gilbert.
This Danker was a tough kid that knew his way around. You ought to be his carbon copy.
Right, sir.
Now, this is our plan. Suppose you were to drift into Center City.
In the days that followed, Special Agent Eugene Cordell, using the cover name of George Manley, made himself known throughout the Skid Row area.
How you like, boy? Some class. Where'd you get that coat? Present from Uncle Matty. Come out here, Uncle Matty. Just like you say, never trust a man. And those. You know them girls hot. You want to lead the cops right to us? Foolish chain, everybody came from a fence. Police! Why you stick your head in the mix? Before she tells the cops what you got. Buster John, free play. No, dog. Hey, wait, not what? Are you kidding? Hi, John.
bandana. And in ring number 1, Kid Cavino boxing with Fred
About
Gray.
San Diego, April 46. Suspicion of armed robbery.
You got me crossed.
How about quarter last December? Grand larceny. Nope. Miami, Richmond, Trenton. Nope.
Hey, Cavino.
Watch yourself.
Step in with that left jab. Keep it up high. All right, shoot the right.
Direct from the FBI.
No.
Or,
You're telegraphing it. Hey,
say
still.
internet.
Dry up, will you?
to my typewriter.
Keep your right up. Lock that
Sorry
hook.
about the weekend they gave you, Joe.
Hey, Buster,
But you see,
take off. You was training?
I'm building an
What about it?
organization
What are you
along
training him for? A quick
scientific
dive?
lines.
Hey, listen, you. By the way he looks, he couldn't even lick an ice cream cone. Keep your left up. You're a sucker for a right. Shut up. Open your teeth once more so
That's
I'm
why
only
I
trying to help
squeeze
you,
you.
boy. He could use a little sharpening up.
In the arm.
Throw him out of
Only
here.
I pick my own recruits.
Lay off.
It works like this. I spot a guy who looks good. So what do? I get him framed. The
Maybe
cops
you
check
could
his
show the
record
kid
to
a couple of
FBI.
things.
Then I get him.
Could be.
It's my idea. Takes connections.
I'll give you
Okay.
$5 for every round you go. Make it 10.
Should be back in the police.
You got a
files, huh?
deal. Okay.
It'll get paid.
Get the champs and gear.
Same old job. Convinced?
A pleasure. Who's the big money man? Gonna pay me off.
It's Alec himself.
Come again?
Alex Stiles. He only owns this joint, that's all.
What about my
You better
hearing?
give him his buck's
We're
worth.
show up in court Friday.
I wouldn't worry
It'll
about
be
that.
fixed together. And there's one
You
thing
any
you
good?
better get straight. Good enough.
Who'd you ever
There's just
fight?
one idea.
Been hit by
man,
the
in this
best.
outfit.
You think you could maybe last around?
I do the thing.
Take a little bet on it.
I give the orders.
Wait a minute.
That's
Hey,
okay by
Punchy.
me.
Come here.
Boss.
Yeah, you.
I don't like you, Georgie. You catch on things.
Here. Spread
Buy
this.
yourself a closet full
Take
of clothes.
20 to 1. Javino, don't knock
I
him
like
out.
my
in the
boys
first.
to look sharp.
20 to 1, he lasts
20 on the
around.
ribs,
You
Joey.
got it?
20 to 1. 20 to 1. 20 to 1.
You last, I'll cut you in.
You better off take a dive.
Okay, give me some pie. You won't get an argument out of me, honey.
Sparring with Kid Cavino.
What's your name?
Just call me Kid Dynamite.
Kid Dynamite.
Kid Dynamite.
Very nice. When's the next Barry?
Get in there and take the conceit out of that guy.
What's up, Georgie?
Your elbows there. You gotta take off. Your chin down. Lift up high.
Cutie, huh?
Don't lose your head. You're swinging too wild.
Come on, Dynamite!
Settle down, will you? What's the matter with you? Why don't you get that left hand working? You let that guy make you look like an amateur. Hey, $10.
Hey, you're Dynamite, okay? Well, get him in the nose. In the nose! It breaks easy. Splatter it all over his kisser. You're a favorite now. How about we put some dough on Javino and you take $1, huh? Huh? We're off the joint. Cut you 50-50. Ooh! Oh, yeah.
to obtain a conviction and to ferret out who in the police department was making the Bureau's records available to the gang. Upon concluding this report, Special Agent Cordell returned to Center City.
Come on.
Let me know when you're in a mood for a dive. We'll make a mix.
I'll send you a wire.
Done all right. Not bad, not bad.
Thanks.
Ever think of doing it for more than laughs?
Easier ways to pick up a quick buck.
For instance.
Kind of late, ain't you? What's the idea? Take a ferry across the river. What for? What's it to you? What business you got across the river? I said, what's it to you?
Shivvy.
Yeah, boss. In the middle of the night for you. What did you put? You got a long nose. Why don't you keep it to yourself?
Take care of this.
Business that ain't Alex. What do you think this is, a petty stick-up outfit? You ain't got a share inspection orders with you, Fox? What's the matter with the gangs on this side of the river? Got a red queen from this king. Everybody got it? Got it.
Now play it back.
At 25 Avenue, and I drive over. You're in the back seat, over dressed up in a monkey suit.
Get on with it.
The guard thinks us the one invited character, so he lets us in. And what's through the gate, I get out of the car and...
Somebody went through my wallet. Stole my Social Security card.
I pull that car, too, and keep the motor running.
Save me a car number 2.
Just as you pull out, cutting the wires to the switch buttons. Then I start whistling.
Why do you whistle?
You might get out of the car. What's it to you?
Come on,
I stand by and keep the motor running. 10:30, Monk.
George,
me and you, we're going in through the
You're under arrest.
We head for the banquet room.
Suspicion of robbery.
I make
What are you
line
kidding?
up.
I'd rob
Face
nothing.
the right and left
Next
wall.
time you break into a jewelry store, don't leave your Social Security card.
I cut.
Are you with us or something?
Cordell's Social Security card, planted in a robbed jewelry
You keep
store,
that head of yours
coupled with
where
his
it belongs,
arrest,
or some
was the
cop
first
will blow it off,
indication that
pretty
the Bureau's
boy.
plan was meeting with success.
Nobody asked you.
For if the plan were working,
All right.
as apparently it was,
We head for the
then
banquet
Cordell
room.
indeed was
I
walking
make
in
'em line
Danker's
up, face
shoes.
the right and left wall.
I cut.
Relax.
I take them on the left wall.
Relax.
Make them over for whatever they got.
Ditto for them on the right wall.
All right. Now for the getaway.
On January
I cover
4th,
you.
a routine request, one of approximately 26,000 received daily by the FBI, came into the identification division from the police department of Center City.
We take over 10 shots.
It asked for the complete record of George Manley. A search of the name index failed to reveal any record on George Manley. His classification was then obtained and checked through 107 million fingerprints on file. Of those cards having the same general classification, the sorting machine rejected all but one possibility. This was then traced to the criminal fingerprint files, which identified George Manley as being Eugene Cordell, a special agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It was brought to the immediate attention of the assistant director in charge of the identification division. He and Inspector Briggs had anticipated this request for the criminal record of George Manley as a result of Agent Cordell's arrest. To prevent Cordell's exposure, a false record had been prepared. This was now forwarded through routine channels to the police department of Center City. The following day in Center City, a bail bond was put up for the release of George Manley by a Mr. John Smith. Once more, the pattern was repeating itself. What had happened to Danker was happening to Agent Cordell, step by step.
just checked out. Yeah.
See you. 10 minutes, champ. Right.
Hello, Dynamite. I haven't seen you around here lately.
Back now.
In ring number 2, Phil Giordano now going in against Frankie Cole. And in ring number 1, Billy McClure boxing with Georgie Tresham.
Hey, Dynamite. Well, haven't seen you around lately.
Been away.
Is that right?
Weekend in the country.
Courtesy of the city, yeah?
Something like that.
Georgie. We ought to get to know each other better.
Anything in mind?
Got anything on for tonight?
Not yet.
You're invited. Where? At 111. Somebody will pick you up around 9. The Royal, isn't it? Crummy joint. Okay. I'll bet 10.
So one of you guys can win on yourself once in a while. Here, take this.
I'm out. When's somebody going to give me a hand?
Oh, stop crying. I'll call that 10 and bump you 10. You little knock, will you?
I'm not.
Here, what?
I couldn't do without boss when I ain't working.
3 ladies, huh?
Oh, shut up. And I was going to shoot the works with 3 jacks. You see?
Up there. Here you are. How about giving me a little kiss, huh?
Your mind's breathing down my neck.
Get a load of this.
My affectionate husband.
Who opened that window?
Well, not me. Think I'd open a window with you in the room?
Fresh air nuts.
1 and 4 will
You open that window again, I'll throw
Jim
you out.
Station will be at the roadblock. That's it, men.
Come here.
3184.
Well, answer it.
Well, what do you think I was going to do?
3274. 5204
Inspector,
Oh, hi, man.
I got
Judy, I want you to get acquainted with Miss
glad you let me in on it.
You wanted me to keep you posted?
Hiya, fellas.
Oh, hiya.
All right, I want you all to be introduced to Miss Valentine LaValle, the actress.
Having a good kiss.
Come on over here and meet Alec. Alec, this is Valentine LaValle in person.
Delighted, I'm sure.
How you like, boss? Some class.
You got another one?
Where'd she get that coat?
A present from her Uncle Matty.
Thanks.
Come out here, Uncle Matty.
Come on, do some
Does that dame know where the coat came from?
Of course not, boss. You know I don't tell dames nothing. Just like you say, never trust a dame.
And totes. You know that coat's hot.
We'll make it okay.
Do you want to lead the
Inspector.
cops right to
Time
us?
is fair.
I told
Take the
you
bridge
never
up.
to buy
You go the way
anything
back
from
to
a
that.
fence.
You
Now
go in
take
Delroy's
off.
car.
And ditch that coat before she tells the cops where she got it. Uncle Matty. I'll take it.
Make up your mind.
Hello, Josie. All right, answer it, can't you?
Okay, boss. Close it up.
Come on in here where it's private.
Hiya, champ. Jimmy, I want you to meet
Did
me.
you say something?
No, boss,
Who
I didn't
sneezed?
say nothing.
Love.
That wasn't a sneeze, boss. It was just a sort of a cough.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah? He's busy.
Sit down.
Okay, hang on. Phone for you. Said it's important.
Well, Georgie, what's your racket?
What's yours?
Sweet job you pulled in Pittsburgh. Smart. No conviction.
Never been in Pittsburgh.
No?
Yeah?
How about San Diego, April 46? Suspicion of armed robbery. No conviction.
You got me crossed.
How about Philly last December?
Okay.
Grand larceny. No conviction. Miami, Richmond, Trenton. No convictions.
What you selling?
Sure hope there's a big crowd. I can read it. Take a look at this. Direct from the
Better
FBI.
get going, boys. It's off.
Or, should I say
mean,
indirect?
Dump those cars
Through
and
my
turn in your
pipeline.
guns. All of you.
In the police department. Sorry about the weekend I gave you, Georgie.
Okay,
But you see,
let's stash it.
I'm building an organization
me.
along scientific lines. I need men who know their way around, who can get by. That's why I screened you.
Screened?
Sure, like in the Army. Only I pick my own recruits. You see, it works like this. I spot a guy who looks
This is
good.
Briggs calling WFBI.
So what do?
Come in, WFBI.
I get him framed.
This is WFBI.
The
Mr.
cops
Briggs.
check his records.
Stand
and
by
the
for direct
FBI.
message from Blanket. Go ahead, Blanket.
Then I get it.
This is Blanket.
It's my idea.
Receive urgent message
It takes connection.
from Gene.
But I've got that.
Family will not appear.
Should be back in the police files, huh?
Family
It'll get back.
warned. You were
Same way it got out.
for them.
Thanks.
Convinced?
Stand by.
Not bad.
They're not going to show.
Coming in, Georgie?
How come?
What about my hearing? Supposed to show up in court Friday.
It'll be fixed together.
I'm sorry,
there's one
Chief.
thing
It
you'd
looks
better
like
get
they decided
straight.
not to show up.
Well, it's only quarter
There's
after
just one idea, man, in
No,
this
I
house.
got a message. They won't
Me.
be here.
What do you suppose happened?
I do the thinking.
I wish I knew.
I give the orders.
That's okay by me, boss.
Yeah, I won't like you, Georgie. You get some fast. Here. Buy yourself a closet full of clothes. I like my boys to look sharp. Go in the other room. It's chilly.
What'll it be?
Coffee and.
Out of donuts.
Okay, give me some pie.
Out of pie. Toast.
You won't get an argument out of me, honey. Toast.
Hamburger.
Where?
Everything.
No, I didn't. I don't.
Say, miss, when's the next ferry?
Every hour and a half hour.
Tip the coast.
Ain't that Georgie? Yeah. Wait here.
Hiya, guys. Sure felt good to get out of that shoulder zone. I find them. Double for me. Okay, man. What are you guys going to have? Straight bourbon. I'll take the same. Bourbon.
Did you ditch the cars?
What do you think?
Any idea when the boss will do the deal?
Now, what's your guess, champ?
I pass.
I think that you pass too.
How about a little game of poker? Good idea.
Not me, eh?
Okay, Ronnie?
See you guys.
What's the rush, Georgie?
Got a date.
Same here.
Across the river.
Hold it, fella.
So long. Hey, how about coming up to my place, huh? Sure.
That's a good idea.
So long, Uncle Matty.
Hi, Matty.
Good pickings, champ.
Hey, you want to break your neck?
Sorry.
Hello, Gene. Good to see you again, Mr. Briggs. I flew in from Washington tonight.
Cordell's report convinced Inspector Briggs that the Stiles gang was the one they were after. Now it was imperative to secure concrete evidence to obtain a conviction and to ferret out who in the police department was making the Bureau's records available to the gang. Upon concluding his report, Special Agent Cordell returned to Center City.
Out kind of late, ain't you?
What's the idea?
Where you been, Georgie?
I took a ferry across the river.
What for?
What's it to you?
What business you got across the river?
I said, what's it to you?
You don't take no ferry boat rides in the middle of the night for your health. What did you pull?
You got a long nose. Why don't you keep it to yourself?
From now on, you ain't got no business that ain't Alex. What do you think this is, a penny stick-up outfit?
You mean I gotta share my special numbers with you, Muggs?
What's the matter with the dames on this side of the river?
Got a red queen on a red king.
Everybody got it?
Got it.
Okay. Now play it back just like it's going to be.
At 25 after 10, I drive up with you to the gate. You're in the back seat, all dressed up in a monkey suit.
Get on with it.
Well, the guard takes us for one of the invited characters, so he lets us in. And once through the gate, I get out of the car and, boing, rock him to sleep.
Okay, come on, come on.
I pull in car 2 and keep the motor running.
Same here in car number 3.
Just as you pull in, I'm cutting the wires to the switch box. And I start whistling.
When Whitey whistles, me and Mutt get out of the car, go in the kitchen.
I stand by and keep the motor running. 10:30, Monk, Georgie, me and you, we're going in through the front.
We head for the banquet room. I make them line up, face the right and left walls. I cover them. Are you with us or some dame?
Shut up. I'm right with you, boss.
You keep that head of yours where it belongs or some cop will blow it off, pretty boy.
You ain't kidding.
Nobody asked you. All right. We head for the banquet room. I make them line up, face the right and left walls. I cover.
I take them on the left wall, work them over for whatever they got.
Ditto for them on the right wall.
All right. Now for the getaway.
Shivy and me, we carry the junk out.
I cover you.
Right.
I head north on Highway 7.
And we meet back here. Any questions?
No.
Okay, Whitey, Nick, Mutt. Swipe 3 cards, bring them around back of the gym. We take off at 10 sharp.
Right. Want to pick me out a limousine, will you?
No, I feel like getting. What are we going to eat?
I don't know. Try that little place.
Yeah, that's close by.
Hey, Nick, what are you picking up your book?
Rich parking lot. Stay out.
Nice going, General.
What's the use of having a war if you don't learn from it?
Hiya, fellas. Not leaving already.
Okay, come on, let's go. Come on. I'll be right down.
Why don't you let them stick around here and clean up this mess? Looks like they've been raised in a trough. Well, if the maid were here, she'd really blow her top.
I'm coming out to see you.
Oh, the Willard mansion,
no.
huh? You know, I read where they got gold faucets in every bathroom. Gee, they must creep with money. I heard Mrs. Willard had a...
Didn't I tell you never to poke your nose in?
Who do you think you're shoving around? One of you dumb lugs? I don't take it. Don't you touch me.
You open your trap and...
I will. You ever touch me again, I swear I will. Shut up. I hope they catch you tonight. Yeah, I hope they do for me.
What is it that couldn't wait until tomorrow morning?
That tip-off. Where'd it come from?
The FBI. Lucky for you, I was around.
Take my advice, Styles. Lay low for a while. They got nothing on me. But maybe I've got something on them. This gun. Somebody just broke into my arsenal and shot it off. What for? Bright boys. Trying to match it up with a couple of souvenirs I left in the Meadowbrook in my bank job. Bright boys. Thinking only they can play at being cops. You get the fingerprints off this gun. The way I figure it may be the same rat who tipped them shot off.
Any ideas?
Yeah. 8. It's got to be somebody in my outfit. Nobody else knew where the asshole was hidden.
You better get it out of there quick.
When do I get the numbers?
It may take a little time. I'll call you.
Call at my house. Hurry it up. Don't want that gun out of your sight.
Just a minute, Styles.
Couldn't do it like a bus when I ain't working.
Snap it up, boys. Boss will be down in a minute.
Nobody's around.
The bullet, Cordell. Oh, Fred, get me Gordon, will
Get a
you?
load of this.
Yeah, it looks all right. Get it off to Washington on the first plane. Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Briggs.
What's the latest on Gene?
He went to
Cars
usual
1 and
place
4 will cover the
at
highway.
10. Still
Jet
there.
station will be at the roadblock.
Everything quiet.
That's it, men.
Okay.
Okay.
Rifle 3184. Shotgun 3274. Rifle 20492.
Inspector, Lieutenant, I got away as soon as I could, Chief. I'm glad you let me in on it.
You wanted me to keep you posted.
Yes, sir.
Stick yourself a bulldog. How many times have I told you to keep that door shut? It's freezing in here. I was going to do it.
How do you want to? Lay off, that's a boss.
I was going to do it.
Okay, come.
2. You got another one? 2.
Oh, thanks.
I will, Buck. Hi, Alec. Hi, Wade.
Hello, Buck. Come on.
All right.
I'll raise it, too.
2 pieces up. Up. I can win the deal. About all I win.
Score.
1. Hey, sure, Bernard?
Yeah, you're not killing
you.
Looks like we'll make it okay, Inspector. Time spares. Take the bridge route. We'll go by way of Agnes Avenue. You'll go in Demery's car.
Oh, boss. Say, boss, what happened last night?
Little change of plans.
I sure could have used that basket of lettuce. That blonde of mine.
I'm sick of you and your days.
Hey, boss. Home for you. To the open.
All right, answer it, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you know a fighter by the name of George Manley?
Close it up.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
I'll see that he gets your message.
In or out?
What about that package?
Who sneezed?
It wasn't a sneeze, boss. It was just a sort of a cough.
Original name. Now you win the deal.
Yeah?
Well, I win something.
He's busy.
Manley.
Okay,
Tonight.
hang on.
Keep him on tap.
Check. Home for you. Send it to the court.
Yeah? Hello, Mr. Demery. Styles? Okay. There you are. You'll get a bonus for this, Mr. Demery. Yes, sir. I'm gonna vote you a great big bonus.
Sure,
Where's
there's
it
a big
coming
crowd.
from?
I can read it.
Hey, you gotta say all we got to do is chop this stoolie and we're in business again. You don't know when to stop.
How'd it get
do you,
going, boss?
Styles? Slot machines, gambling rackets? That wasn't
What do you mean
enough.
it's off?
No.
Dump those cars
You
and
have to
turn
take
your
on the
guns.
bank.
All of you beat.
I didn't see you turn down your cut of the bonds and stuff. Killing a guard, then following it up with a couple more murders. Making things tougher all around.
Okay, boys.
Go ahead. Kill me.
Stash.
Give the FBI an engraved
ask
invitation
me.
to put you in the chair. Dead men make bad witnesses. And who said I was going to kill him? Now, that's where you come in, Mr. Demery. You're out of your mind. You know what? You're going to be a big hero tomorrow.
Call your office.
Yes, sir. Your name will be all over the front page. Demery gets armed robber.
This is Briggs.
Mayor's
Calling
little man
WFBI.
wins big policeman.
WFBI.
You think you can
This
mix
is
me around?
WFBI.
Mr. Demery,
Mr.
your
Briggs,
hands will be
stand by
clean.
for direct message from Blanket.
The
Go ahead,
cops
Blanket.
will do the killing.
This is
Let me
Blanket.
know when you start talking sense.
Receive urgent message.
I'm talking it
G.
now.
Family.
Now
will
listen,
not
Styles, I kicked in
appear.
plenty when I didn't need you.
Plans. Cancel.
Always around for the payoff, weren't you?
Family.
Well, you're sticking around for
We're
this
waiting
payoff.
for them.
Sit down.
Thanks.
Go
Stand
on,
by.
sit.
They're not going to show.
How come? We've got a big job to do tonight. Now, here's where you come in.
I'm sorry, Chief. It looks like they decided not to show up.
Well, it's only quarter after now.
Just caught me, Inspector.
No, I
Hello,
got a
Dave.
message.
What's on your mind?
They won't be
Another
here.
package of
What do you
dynamite.
suppose happened?
Exploded.
I wish I knew.
I'd like to read you a report. One of our agents. At 12:19, Alex Stiles left the rear entrance of the Dock Street gym. He entered car, proceeded to Milford and Oak Streets. He parked car and walked to 1680 Oak Street. He was admitted by person unknown at 12:30 a.m. He left at 12:50 a.m. Do you happen to know who lives at 1680 Oak Street? Ralph Demery.
What?
Were you with Demery all the time last night after he arrived here, just before he went on the raid?
Yes, I'm sure I was. No, wait. I remember he went to his office for a few minutes.
At 9:55 last night, Stiles received a phone call. Subsequently, the Willett job was called off.
Well?
The facts seem to add up. Demery's financial status, his bank deposits, his bond purchases, roughly 20 times in excess of his salary.
I just can't believe that Demery is mixed up in this mess.
All right, perhaps this will convince you. Our Washington Identification Division shows requests from your police department for the records of all these men. All of them members of the Stiles gang. Now, these records supplied by us were then made available to Stiles, and he used them to check on prospective gang members.
Is Brian still there? Have him come in.
Hi, guys.
Police department.
Sure felt good to get out of that chauffeur's out. Hi, Python. Double for me. What are you guys gonna have?
This is Inspector Briggs of the FBI, Sergeant Brian.
How do you do? Ditch the cars?
No, Mr.
What do you
Adams.
think? Sure do. Hello there.
Ever had a request from anyone here for the records of these men?
No.
Get some in.
What's your guess, champ?
Let's see.
I pass.
I think that you
Yes, here's one I checked on today.
How about a little game of poker?
Man.
Good idea. Okay, Ronnie?
See you guys. Hey.
What's the rest,
Yes, sir. I lifted one of those latent fingerprints off a gun.
Is that gun at Luger?
So long, fellas.
So long. Who asked you to check it?
Mr. Demery. Yes, sir.
Were Manley's the only fingerprints that you lifted from that gun?
No, there were also a couple of fragmentary prints.
Good
I
pickings,
identified
champ.
them as Alex Stiles.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Sergeant, have you got the serial number of that Luger?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Line, please. This is Mr. Briggs. Get me the radio room.
Radio room?
Get me good.
Yes, sir. WFBI calling number 6. WFBI calling number 6.
Number 6.
Stand by, number 6. Go ahead, Mr. Briggs.
Briggs speaking.
Tell Cordell to get out immediately. The gang is manned. He's in great danger.
Cordell's one of our agents. He's been doing undercover work in the Stiles gang under the name of George Manley.
I see. That certainly ties Demery in all right. What do you want me to do?
For the moment, nothing. We'd better get back to the office. We're expecting word from Washington. They may give us the green light to move in on the Stiles gang. Why don't you come with us?
Want to.
Good.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to take Lieutenant Stoller along, too.
We'll pick him up on the way out.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let me talk to George Manley, please.
Who?
Oh, hi, boys. Come on in.
Georgie. Hi, champ.
What's the pitch?
Buzz wants to see you. Got a little job on for tonight.
Great. Yeah?
Tell him I'm tied up.
Dames. Something classy?
He says he's tied up.
What's the deal?
Nothing, boss.
Never gonna get a briefing?
We got the guns?
Nope. This is a fast one. Boss will give us a lowdown when we get there.
Yeah, it came up suddenly. Take it easy, champ. Relax. Boss knows what he's doing.
Mr. Demery, is Chief Harmetz in?
No, sir.
Get the night detail together. I just got a tip about a robbery.
Yes, sir.
Brain test bullet from Luger 7.65 millimeter. Barrel markings identical with murder bullets removed from victims Frank Malloy and Helen Jennings. Arrest Stiles, Gang, and Demery. Over. Dick, get 3 squads ready.
Right.
Take around the side. Straight ahead, Georgie.
This is Stiles. I'm coming out to see you. No, now.
Where's the nearest telephone?
I don't know, but there's a gas station up the road. Maybe they got one.
Okay. Get there as quick as you can. Call the FBI and ask for Inspector Briggs.
Inspector Briggs?
Yeah. Tell him that Gordon followed Cordell and 2 of the gang to the Anderson Manufacturing Company.
Cordell?
Gordon followed Cordell and 2 of the gang to the Anderson Manufacturing Company. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your number?
A371.
All right. I'm counting on you.
Yes, sir.
Now step on it.
Shouldn't have come here.
Ed.
The watchman.
I wasn't trying to steal nothing, honest. I was just trying to find
No.
a place to park the
I
boat.
couldn't wait until tomorrow morning.
Well,
That tip
park
off.
him someplace else.
Where
Go
did
on.
it come from?
The FBI.
Wait a minute.
Lucky for you, I was around.
Get him up.
Take my advice, Stiles.
Get
Lay low
him
for a
up.
while. They got nothing on me. But maybe I've got something on them. What do you mean? This gun. Somebody just broke into my arsenal, shot it off. What for? What do you think? Bright boys. Trying to match it up with a couple of souvenirs I left in the Meadowbrook in the bank job. Bright boys. Thinking only they can play at being cops. You get the fingerprints
Hello,
off this
Georgie.
gun.
Hello, boss.
The way I figure it's
What's up?
maybe the same
Sweet,
rat
Joe.
who tipped him shot it off.
Any ideas?
Yeah.
I want to speak to Inspector Briggs.
Hey.
I have a message from Gordon.
It's got to be
Yes.
somebody in my outfit.
Yes, what's the message?
Nobody
Just a minute.
else knew where that arsenal was hidden.
You better get it out of there quick.
I'm way ahead.
Anderson
When do I get the dope?
Manufacturing Company.
It may take a little time.
I'll call you.
All right.
Road
Call me at my house.
at
Hurry it up.
Karen.
Don't let that gun out
Thank
of your
you.
sight.
Thank you
Just a
very
minute,
much.
Stiles.
There's a message from Gordon. He's tailed Cordell and 2 of the gang to the Anderson Manufacturing Company.
That's out on Fraser Road.
Karen.
Dick, our group will take the Anderson plant. Maury, your squad will handle the gym.
Okay.
Parker, you pick up Demery.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind, Stoller and I like to go along with Parker.
Try and keep us away.
All right. Let's go.
Good enough. Let's go, fellas.
pulled this one out of the air, Sergeant.
Yeah?
Yeah. Left 18. Easiest way to crack a safe. Use a combination. No noise.
It's the bullet Cordell sent in. Oh, hello, Fred. Get me Gordon, will you? Yeah, it looks all right. Get it off to Washington on the first plane. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Briggs.
What's the latest on Gene?
He went to usual place at 10. Still there. Everything quiet.
Okay.
Okay, Carl.
2.
2.
Who opens?
I will, Buck.
Light up, boss.
Come
on.
All right, all right.
I'll raise it 2.
Okay.
2 pairs.
Aces up.
Oh,
Up.
you win the deal.
Well, I win.
Yeah, you can't
It's
be
all
like
yours.
this.
No cuts for any.
1.
Hey, sure burning.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Come on, deal.
And this is one job that'll never get finished.
I don't get you, boss. Oh, boss.
You don't.
Say, boss, what happened last
you
night?
heard? Somebody did a little singing.
I sure could have used that
To the
basket of lettuce.
FBI.
That blonde of mine.
I'm sick of you and your dames.
Hey, boss.
Like where I kept my gun. When we were going to pull the village.
To the open.
Now, who would know all that? Well, it's somebody.
Do you know a fighter by the name of George Manley?
Yeah, George, we picked up a picture. Yeah. Now, you're a smart guy. Suppose you were I'll see that he gets your message.
In or out?
What about that package? How would you get rid of it? Okay, meet me at 4, same place.
Too rich for me.
You don't know. All the lots of ways.
You win the deal.
You get knocked off with a gun. Man, Jimmy could not. Tonight. Keep him on tap. One of the boys is rocking in the room. But that wouldn't let me. The FBI is crawling all over you. They keep getting in your way until they got you. Right, Georgie? No, there's only one scientific way to get rid of this stoolie. Let the cops bump him off.
Hello, Mr. Demery.
Smart, huh?
Styles.
You see, Georgie, any minute now, a squad of cops will be coming up the front way.
You'll get a bonus for this,
And guess
Mr.
whose
Demery?
shadow they're going to see on that window?
Yes, sir.
And guess who they're going to pump full of
Vote you
slugs
a
thinking they're
great big
knocking off a
bonus.
safe crack?
Where's it coming from?
And who do you suppose is
Stoolie in your outfit, they've got you
My
stopped
number
dead.
one connection in the
All
police
you got to
department
do
in
is
Georgia.
chop this stoolie and
He's
we're in
leaving
business
that way
again.
clear for us.
You don't know when to stop, do you, Styles? Slot machines, gambling rackets, that wasn't enough. No.
Not enough.
You have to take on a bank.
I didn't see you turn down your cut of the bonds and stuff.
Killing a guard, then following it up with a couple more murders.
They are.
Making things tougher all around. So go ahead. Kill Manley. Give the FBI an engraved invitation to put you in a chair.
Dead men make bad witnesses. And who said I was going to kill him?
Looks like you said it was okay, Mr. Demery.
Now, that's where you come in, Mr. Demery.
You're out of your mind.
You know what? You're going to be a big hero tomorrow. Yes, sir. Your name will be all over the front page. Demery gets armed robber. Mayor's little man wins big policeman.
You think you can mix me with that?
Relax, Mr. Demery. Your hands will be clean. The cops will do the killing.
Let me know when you start talking sense.
I'm talking it now. Alex Styles kicked in play when I didn't need to. Always around for the payoff, Vince. Well, you're sticking around for this one. Sit down. Go on, sit.
FBI, what's up, Sergeant?
Robbery, cashier's office on the second floor.
We got a big job to do tonight. Names,
Take care, Gordon. Hello, Chief.
Just caught me, Inspector. Hello, Dick. What's on your mind?
A little package of dynamite.
Exploded.
I'd like to read you a report. One of our agents. At 12:19, Alex Styles left the rear entrance of the Dock Street gym. He entered car, proceeded to Milford and Oak Street. He parked car and walked to 1680 Oak Street. He was admitted by person unknown at 12:30 a.m. He left at 12:50 a.m. Do you happen to know who lives at 1680 Oak Street? Ralph Demery.
What? Were you with Demery all the time last night after he arrived here, just before he went on the raid?
Yes, I'm sure I was. No, wait. No, I remember. He went to his office for a few minutes.
At 9:55 last night, Styles received a phone call. Subsequently, the Willard job was called off.
Well?
All the facts seem to add up. Demery's financial status, his bank deposits, his bond purchases, roughly 20 times in excess of his salary.
I just can't believe that Demery is mixed up in this mess.
All right, perhaps this will convince you. Our Washington Identification Division shows requests from your police department for the records of all these men. All of them members of the Styles gang. Now, these records supplied by us were then made available to Styles, and he used them to check on prospective gang members.
You all right, Gene?
Okay, how's it going?
That wound, will he be okay? Brian still there?
Well, Inspector, I didn't expect to find the FBI here. We got a tip on a robbery.
We got a tip, police department with stuff like this going on.
From one of our agents here. Mr. Demery, I'd like to have you meet George
This is
Mann.
Inspector Briggs of the FBI, Sergeant Bryant.
How do you do, sir?
Sergeant, you know Mr. Atkins.
I sure do. Hello, Dick.
And ever had a request from anyone here for the records of these men?
I get so many requests, sir. Let me see.
Deposit, sorry.
Yes, here's one I checked on today.
All right, sir. George Manley.
Today?
Yes, sir. I lifted one of his latent fingerprints off a gun.
Is that gun a Luger? Who asked you to check it?
Mr. Demery.
Demery?
Yes, sir.
Were Manley's the only fingerprints that you lifted from that gun?
No, there were also a couple of fragmentary prints. I identified them as Alex Styles.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Sergeant, have you got the serial number of that Luger?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Line, please.
सिनेमा शौकीन सबका स्वागत करता है। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं केव फियर के बारे में। ये कहानी है एक साइको आदमी की जो 14 साल की सजा काट करके जेल से आया है। अब उसकी जिंदगी का एक ही मकसद है कि वो बदला ले। कहानी की शुरुआत होती है और हमारे सामने एक जेल का दृश्य आता है। यहाँ पर हम एक कैदी को देखते हैं जिसका नाम है मैक्स कैदी। यहाँ पर हमें पता लगता है कि मैक्स पिछले 14 साल से इस जेल में है। आज उसकी रिहाई होनी है। वो बलात्कार के केस में अंदर आया था, लेकिन जब से वो अंदर आया है तब से उसने अपने आप को और मजबूत ही बनाया है। उसके कमरे में हम बहुत सारी किताबें देखते हैं। ये सारी लॉ की किताबें हैं जिसे उसने पढ़ डाली है। अब उसे लॉ का एक एक कानून पता है। वो हर एक चीजों से वाकिफ है। वो 14 साल से तैयारी कर रहा था अपने आप को बाहर लेकर के जाने की, ताकि बाहर जाने के बाद वो उस आदमी से बदला ले सके जिसने उसे यहाँ पर भेजा है। तुरंत ही उसे छोड़ दिया जाता है। दूसरी तरफ हम एक वकील को देखते हैं जिसका नाम है सैम। सैम का एक छोटा सा परिवार है जिसमें उसकी पत्नी है जिसका नाम है ली और उसकी एक बेटी है जिसका नाम है डेनी। ये सब एक साथ बहुत ही खुश रहते हैं। शाम को सैम अपनी फैमिली को लेकर के जाता है मूवी दिखाने। तभी उसकी नजर पड़ती है सामने वाली सीट पे। वो देखता है कि एक आदमी सिगरेट पी रहा है और जोर जोर से हंस रहा है, जिससे इन्हें बहुत ही ज्यादा डिस्टर्बेंस हो रही है। थोड़ी देर के बाद सैम उस आदमी को कहता है कि वो हल्ला ना करे। तब हमें पता लगता है कि आदमी कोई और नहीं बल्कि मैक्स है। सैम उसे बार बार कहते रहता है कि वो धुआं पीछे ना छोड़े। मगर मैक्स उनकी बातों को नहीं सुनता और ऐसे ही हंसते रहता है। तब सैम परेशान होकर के चला आता है बाहर। थोड़ी देर के बाद वो अपने पूरे परिवार को लेकर के पहुंचता है एक आइसक्रीम पार्लर में। ये लोग आइसक्रीम खाते हैं, मगर जैसे ही वो बिल पे करने जाता है, काउंटर से उसे पता लगता है कि उसका बिल किसी और ने पे कर दिया है। सैम को समझ में नहीं आता कि उसका बिल कौन पे करेगा। वो आता है बाहर आने के बाद उसकी नजर पड़ती है मैक्स पे, जो गाड़ी में बैठ करके सिगार पी रहा है और मुस्कुरा रहा है। उसे देखने के बाद सैम के होश उड़ जाते हैं। उसे ऐसा लगता है कि उसके पैरों तले जमीन खिसक गई है। सैम समझ जाता है कि मैक्स उसके लिए ही आया है और उसका पीछा कर रहा है। अब वो उसके परिवार को भी जान चुका है। अब सैम की परेशानियां बढ़ती जा रही है। थोड़े समय के बाद वो मिलता है लॉरी नाम की लड़की से। जब ये दोनों बातें कर रहे होते हैं, तब हमें पता लगता है कि सैम का अफेयर है लॉरी के साथ, मगर सैम अब उसके साथ नहीं रहना चाहता। वो लॉरी को कहता है कि अब हमें दूरी बनानी पड़ेगी। लॉरी कहती है कि क्या हुआ, अब तुम अपनी पत्नी से ज्यादा प्यार करने लगे, इसलिए मुझे छोड़ रहे हो। मगर सैम इन बातों का जवाब नहीं देता और चला आता है बाहर। जैसे ही वो अपने कार को स्टार्ट करता है, हम देखते हैं कि मैक्स यहाँ पर आ चुका है। वो उसके कार की चाबी निकाल लेता है बाहर। सैम उससे चाबी छीनने की कोशिश करता है। तब मैक्स कहता है कि मुझे पहचानो और याद करो कि मैं कौन हूँ। सैम उसे पहचान चुका है, मगर नाटक करता है। बार बार मैक्स ऐसे ही पहेलियां बुझाते रहता है। थोड़े समय के बाद वो कहता है कि मैं 14 साल के बाद जेल से आ रहा हूँ, अब कुछ याद आया। तब सैम कहता है कि वो उसे कहता है कि तुम मेरा पीछा कर रहे हो। मैक्स कहता है कि नहीं, ये शहर बहुत ही छोटा है, अब तो हम बार बार टकराते रहेंगे क्योंकि मैं जेल से आ चुका हूँ। सैम ज्यादा कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहता, वो चाबी ले लेता है। तब मैक्स उसे कहता है कि अब तुम्हें पता लगेगा कि डर क्या होता है। देखते ही देखते रात हो जाती है। रात में जब ली सो रही होती है, अचानक आधी रात में उसकी आंख खुलती है। तब वो झाँकती है बाहर। मैक्स बैठा हुआ है उनके रेलिंग पर। इस चीज को देखने के बाद वो डर जाती है और आकर के जगाती है तुरंत सैम को। सैम उठता है, तब उसे भी परछाई नजर आती है। ये लोग भागते हुए आते हैं नीचे और चारों तरफ देखने लगते हैं, मगर अब सैम गायब हो चुका है। वापस आने के बाद दोनों ही डरे। ली को कुछ भी पता नहीं कि आदमी कौन है और यहाँ पर कैसे है। वो सैम से कहती है कि ये सब क्या चल रहा है, क्या तुम जानते हो कि ये आदमी कौन है? सैम कहता है कि हाँ। ली कहती है कि वो हमारा पीछा क्यों कर रहा है और हमारे घर तक क्यों आ गया। सैम कहता है कि 14 साल पहले मैंने उसका एक केस लड़ा था और मैं केस हार गया था, तब उसे 14 साल की सजा हो गई थी, इसीलिए वो मेरे पीछे आया है। अभी अभी वो जेल से छूटा है। ली और भी ज्यादा डर जाती है और सैम से कहती है कि आखिर उस आदमी को किस चीज के लिए जेल हुई थी। तब सैम उसे सच्चाई नहीं बताता कि इस आदमी ने बलात्कार किया था एक लड़की का। वो उसे झूठ बोल करके कहता है कि इसने मामूली मारपीट की थी, मगर अब ली डर चुकी है। सुबह सुबह जब सैम जा रहा होता है तो वो देखता है कि ली अभी भी डर रही है। तब वो उसे कहता है कि डरने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, वो हमारे कंपाउंड के अंदर नहीं जा सकता। अगर वो अंदर दाखिल होता है तो सीधा पुलिस वालों को कॉल करता। पुलिस वाले उसे उठा के लेकर के जाते। वो एक मुजरिम है। यहाँ से निकलने के बाद वो आता है अपने सीनियर लॉयर के पास और उसे बताता है कि एक कैदी जेल से अभी बाहर आया है जो उसका पीछा कर रहा है। लॉयर पूछता है कि आखिर वो तुम्हारा ही पीछा क्यों कर रहा है। तब सैम पूरी बात बताता है कि उसने उसका केस लड़ा था और वो केस हार गया। वो आदमी कहता है कि मुझे पूरी बात बताओ कि आखिर केस था क्या। सैम कहता है कि इस आदमी ने एक लड़की का बलात्कार किया था और उसे बड़ी ही बेरहमी से पीटा भी था। उस लड़की की हालत बहुत ही ज्यादा खराब थी, मगर इसका कहना था कि उसने उसके साथ गलत नहीं किया है। थोड़े समय के बाद रिपोर्ट में पता लगा कि उस लड़की का अफेयर और भी बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ था और बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ सोई थी, मगर इन सबूतों को मैंने छुपा लिया और कोर्ट में पेश नहीं किया, जिसकी वजह से उस आदमी को और भी ज्यादा सजा हो गई और अब वो मुझे गुनहगार समझता है कि मैंने उसकी जिंदगी खराब कर दी और 14 सालों के लिए उसे जेल में भिजवा दी। दूसरा आदमी कहता है कि आखिर तुमने ऐसा क्यों किया। सैम कहता है कि केस लड़ते टाइम मुझे एहसास हुआ कि आदमी बहुत ही बुरा है, अगर ये बाहर रहा तो ऐसे ही लड़कियों के साथ करता रहेगा। तब मैंने सबूतों को छुपाया और उसे जेल हो गई। उसका दोस्त कहता है और उसे पता नहीं लगा इसके बारे में। सैम कहता है कि नहीं, क्योंकि उसे पढ़ना नहीं आता था, उसे कभी भी समझ में नहीं आएगा कि मैंने क्या किया है। मगर सैम को ये बात पता नहीं है कि जेल में मैक्स क्या करता था। उसने 14 साल सिर्फ पढ़ाई की है, वो भी लॉ की। उसे पढ़ना लिखना आता है और वो सारे नियम कानून जानता है। यहाँ तक कि लॉ के मामले में वो सैम से भी ज्यादा होशियार है। अब धीरे धीरे हालत खराब होती जा रही है सैम की। जैसे ही बाहर आता है उसके पास मैक्स ला करके अपनी गाड़ी रोकता है। मैक्स को देखने के बाद सैम को समझ में आ जाता है कि वो उसका पीछा कर रहा है। तब वो बात घुमा करके कहता है कि मैंने जो कुछ भी किया वो गलत था, मैंने तुम्हारे साथ गलत किया, तुम्हें 14 साल की जेल नहीं होनी चाहिए थी। अब मैं उस समय को वापस नहीं ला सकता, लेकिन तुम्हारी मदद जरूर कर सकता। अगर तुम्हें कुछ पैसे चाहिए तो बताओ। इन बातों को सुनने के बाद मैक्स हंसता है और कहता है कि तुम मुझे कितने पैसे दे पाओगे। जब वो पूरा कैलकुलेशन बताता है तब सैम की हालत खराब हो जाती है। मैक्स कहता है कि बात सिर्फ पैसों की नहीं है, बात पूरी जिंदगी की है। तुमने मेरी जिंदगी खराब कर दी। जब मैं जेल गया तो मेरी पत्नी ने मुझे छोड़ दिया और मेरी बेटी को ये कह दिया कि मैं मर चुका हूँ। अब मैं अपनी बेटी से भी नहीं मिल सकता, मुझे कहीं भी नौकरी नहीं मिलती क्योंकि मेरे ऊपर
You take. trying to find a place to park the boat.
Well, park them someplace else. Go on.
Thanks. Wait up.
Hi, Lefty. Hey, Lou. Where you know?
Get him up.
Looking for you.
Get him up.
Dr. Smith, call operator.
Hello, Brooke. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Smith, call operator 2. Dr. Thomas wanted in surgery.
Brooke!
Dr. Thomas wanted
Well,
in
how does
surgery.
it feel? The reaction hasn't set in yet. Like a woman who's just had a baby, I won't believe it until I see it.
I hear it was pretty tough.
It was for me.
Hello,
But then I don't
Georgie.
think state boards can be tough
Hello,
enough.
boss.
Well, that's one thing doctors agree
What's
on.
up?
After they passed
Sweet
the
Jack.
examination, they all want it made tougher for the next one.
FBI, I want to speak to Inspector Briggs. I have a message from Gordon.
Yes.
Doc.
Yes, what's the message? Just a minute.
Anytime you need any help in pathology,
I'll look you up. Anderson Manufacturing Company. Fraser.
For a symptom like this to be significant, it should have an historical basis.
At
Brother was
Karen.
a sick man.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
You were the doctor in charge. You did what you thought.
There's a message from Gordon. He's tailed Cordell and two of the gang to the Anderson
Thanks, Lloyd.
Manufacturing Company.
That's out on Fraser Road.
Karen.
Dick, our group will take the Anderson plant. Maury, your squad will handle the gym.
You ought to have more than
Parker,
coffee.
you pick up
Let me fix
Demery.
you some
Yes,
eggs.
sir.
If you don't mind, Stoller and I'd like to go along with Parker.
stay here.
Try and keep us away.
All right. Let's go.
Good enough.
Let's go, fellas.
You and Dr. Gordon, you get along fine, then.
Pull this one out of
Never
the
been
engine.
anyone like him in my life.
Yeah?
He must be a wonderful
Lefty,
man.
too.
And I'm sure he's taught
Johnny's butt.
It never has. It only makes it worse.
Not for us, it won't. Not tonight. We're gonna be ready tonight.
You're talking like a crazy man.
Yes,
Easiest
sometimes
way
I
to
do
crack
get a
a
little
safe,
crazy
use
when
a
these things
combination.
happen. Like
No
6
noise.
years ago when Beaver Canal came over. You were in school. My kid sister's still in a wheelchair. I got this from a broken bottle.
They're waiting for you outside.
Thanks, Henry.
Lefty. But don't you see, this way you're no better than they are.
Ain't that asking a lot for us to be better than them when we get killed just trying to prove we're as good? Okay, boys.
I got to pick it up, Doc. Get me Union 64817, Dr. Brooks' person. Hello? May I speak to Alderman Tompkins? Dr. Brooks at counter. Oh, hello, Mrs. Tompkins. Oh, when do you expect him? I'm afraid it can't wait till then. I've got to talk to him as soon as possible. I'm on duty and I can't get away. Please try to get a message to him. Have him call me here at county at once. It's vitally urgent.
What was it?
Yes, thank you.
Watchman.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead, take it. It's all yours. No cuts for anybody. Go ahead.
I'm going out.
Where?
And this is
Do I
one
have to say
job
where?
that'll never
For a
get
walk.
tipped off.
I'll be finished in a minute.
Wait.
I'll go with you.
I want to walk by myself.
You mean you want to meet Lefty?
I got a right to take a walk if I want.
I don't get
Not
you,
where
boss.
you're going.
Let him go. Go on, John.
You don't.
Take your walk.
Well, haven't you heard? Somebody did a little singing to the FBI. Told them things. Like where I kept my gun when we were going to pull the Willard job. Now, who would know all
You
that
ain't
but
gonna change
somebody
the
in our
world.
outfit?
You got work to do.
Yeah, Georgie, we picked up a pigeon. Now, you're a smart guy. Suppose you were me. Suppose you were running this outfit. How would you get rid of it?
Standing behind that 8-ball Lefty boy.
You don't know?
Right down and listen.
Oh, there are lots of ways, sure.
You better do your laughing now, boy.
You could knock him
Because
off
if you
with
don't
a
listen
gun.
good, you ain't gonna have no
Shit, he
teeth
could
left to
knife
laugh
him.
with.
One of the boys will drop him in the river.
Quiet down.
But that wouldn't be clever.
We're going to be in 4th section.
The FBI
You all know who you're
crawling all over
I
you.
got
They
one.
keep getting in your
John's
way
got
until
one.
they got
Jonah
you.
and Lester. Be quiet going through the streets and not
Right,
too
Dorsey?
many together. We're going to be at Boot Hill at sharp 9.
No, there's only one
They don't know we're
scientific
coming.
way to get rid of this.
But they're going to know when we get there.
Let the cops find.
Hold it. Joe here's got a Navy flare gun. That's our
Smart, huh?
signal. Then we come in from 4 sides.
You see, Georgie,
Any questions, ask the man in charge. Who hasn't
any
gloves, get
minute
them
now,
here
a
before you
squad
go.
of cops will be coming
That's
up the
all.
front way. And guess whose shadow they're going to see on that window? And guess who they're going to pump full of slugs, thinking they're knocking off a safecracker? And who do you suppose is bringing the cops? My #1 connection in the police department in Georgie.
Yes, it's very important.
He's leaving that way clear for
I'll make
us.
this quick. There isn't much time. I haven't called the police because there's something I might handle without them. There's going to be trouble tonight with people connected.
Not in the face. Don't mark them
Lefty
up.
Jones is getting his gang out. With or without the police, Mr. Tompkins, you've got to stop it. They usually meet at Lester Peabody's.
But the corporal ain't that nice.
FBI, what's up, Sergeant? Robbery. Cashier's office on the 2nd floor.
How you feeling, baby? I feel good. Take that, you black rat. How do you like that?
Take care, good.
You want to try it, baby? You want to hit a nigga? Come on, baby. Hit a nigga. Hit a nigga. What's the matter? You gone nuts?
You the only one who was in here? Yes, sir.
This way!
Let her have it. You all right, Gene?
Okay, how's it going? Bad wound, but he'll be okay.
Well, Inspector, I didn't expect to find the FBI here. We got a tip on a robbery.
We got a tip, too.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, from one of our agents here. Mr. Demery, I'd like to have you meet George Manley.
How's it, Sally? Are you all right, Sally?
Me? Old rhinoceros hide.